Good afternoon. Hope everybody's feeling super blessed today. It's Friday Eve. It's almost Friday, and sometimes you just all you can do is just be thankful for the things that you have, um, the people that you have around you. We tend to focus so much on what I don't have, what I want, how am I going to get it. Besides all of that, think about the now, think about today, think about what you have, and just be super thankful. I'm here today to launch the new Victorious logo and breast cancer awareness shirts that we're doing this month. I know I'm a little late, but sometimes when you get stuff made, you don't have a much say so and how long it's going to take. So my apology for taking so long, but a little bit of background about the hashtag Victorious and what it represents with Victory Lane Fitness. Victory Lane Fitness is a gym that I started about a year ago, and the name kind of came from a figurative mindset of winning, and it doesn't necessarily mean, but it can. I want a race, or I want a lottery, or I want something that's physical. Victorious and victory has the notation that I've never quit, I've never given up, I always believe in the greater good. It's a victory mindset. It's not necessarily I won something or I want a victory. It's a victory mindset, and everybody in this world has their own path, has their own lane. God has something set for each and every one of us. So that's kind of where Victory Lane came from, and obviously with the gym, you throw fitness at the end. So that's pretty much where Victory Lane Fitness came from. As far as victorious, it kind of ties in the same way, having that victorious mindset, regardless of what you are faced with in life. As long as you give 120%, as long as you give effort every single day, you don't make excuses. I mean, we are human, things are going to happen, but as long as you have the mindset that I'm never going to give up, I am never going to quit, you have a victorious mindset. And with me, I've been through a lot of things in my life. My senior year of high school, back in 2009, 2010, I was diagnosed with a heart condition, and my dreams of playing basketball ended instantly with somebody else told me you're never going to play basketball again. So having something like that being taken away from you by someone else was traumatic for me. I've been through so much through that time period. I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with suicide. I mean, I've dealt with so many things that have put me at all-time lows at my life, and it was during those times that my belief in Christ was nowhere near where it should be. Even at that time, my belief was very minimal. My focus wasn't on Christ. It wasn't going to church. My focus was basketball and making it to the NBA. It took having a few great people around me to remind me that you have options, regardless of how you grew up, where you're from, what you were given, what you do or don't have. You always have options as long as you apply yourself. So I had a few people help me start applying myself, trying to pick myself back up onto my feet after going through this traumatic time. And at the time, at least I had good enough grades, because I knew if I didn't have good grades, I couldn't play ball. So I eventually applied to college. I got into college. I went through some therapy while I was in college to try to patch up some of these wounds that I had over the years, from childhood, from the decision that was made for me that I couldn't play sports anymore. So it took me going through this journey to get to these lows in my life to finally figure out that I'm fighting too hard by myself. I'm never going to be super successful or make any progress fighting all these battles by myself. So it took me to a point where I need you, God. I need your help. You were the only one that can pull me out the mud, fully. You're the only one that can get me through these trials and tribulations. You're the only one that can help me get through these roadblocks in my life. And it was finally a day that I finally gave my life to Christ. And I made the promise that from here on out, you are the center of my life. You are the reason that I do everything in my life. And I kid you not, from then forward, there was a traumatic change in my life. Well, not necessarily a traumatic change, but it was a extraordinary change that all this stuff that I felt like I had to carry was gone. Like all this weight on my shoulders was gone. I felt like a new person. I felt light. I felt like a feather, like literally. I mean, you have no idea. If you've never given your life to Christ, I'm not telling you that you should do, but if you have, then you can attest to the feeling that I'm talking about right now. So moving forward, fitness became a huge part of my life because I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to help people. Not being able to do the things that I wanted to do, I wanted to help other people do those things that they really wanted to do. Those things, their dreams, their passions, all those things that they've always inspired to do. I wanted to help motivate them physically and mentally to be prepared and to get there. So I started out in the fitness industry in college, did a few years internship at UNC Greensboro, and I worked at a few gyms after that. And my vision overall was to open my own facility. I've seen the way things have been run at other facilities, and I'm not saying it was bad, but it's not what I wanted. It's not how I saw my career in the fitness industry going. So I took a leap of faith and I started my own facility. And when I started looking back at all these things that I've been through and how I got to where I am now, it's all because I allow God to drive the car. I took my hands off the wheel and said, God, it's yours. Wherever you lead me, I will go. And He has brought me to such an amazing place. The people that are in this facility are amazing people. I would do absolutely anything for any of these people that are around me. They support me 120%, and they give me so much love. I mean, they give me love that I've never ever experienced in my life. Like totally. I mean, I love these people to death, and they've helped me through some tough times. They've been with me through my first competition prep. I know I was a little grouchy, but they supported me. They saw the growth and changes that I made, and it was because of that support that kept me going. My team, Cook Fitness, they helped me keep going. My people at the gym helped me keep going. And I'm just so excited to be where I am today, and it's because I stopped fighting years ago. I gave my life to Christ, and He has taken His presence and just filled my facility. My facility is a Christ-driven facility. I'm not saying you can't come if you don't believe in Christ, but that is a big symbol within my facility. Is everything is done and is made and is driven and is led by Christ. So that's where victorious pretty much came from, is having a victorious mindset. In Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 4, it talks about how God came with us, and He fought against our enemies for us, which gave us the victory, and that allowed us to be victorious. Just that, having that mindset and knowing that God's always going to fight our battles. He's always going to show up. He may not show up when you least expect it, but when you're praying to Him every single day, when you're going through your days, He's going to answer you like in the blink of an eye, and you're not even going to know what's coming. And if you stop trying so hard to hear Him and listen to Him, He's going to deliver. I can promise you that. So without further ado, I don't know if you've seen the old Victorious shirts, but this is the new Victorious logo. And if you notice the change in the T is a cross, because as I said before, God is the center and the reason why I do everything in my life. And I'm just so thankful for the love that He shared with me, for the blessings that He's put forth in my life, giving me this opportunity to change lives and help people. So these breast cancer awareness shirts are available. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message. I have plenty of sizes. Well, I don't have a lot of sizes, but I do have a variety of sizes. So if it's one that you need, first come, first serve. So please let me know ASAP. All this money will be going towards an organization that supports breast cancer. I do have relatives that have battled breast cancer in their lives. So please take the time to share this. This is pretty much my testimony to where I am thus far in my life. We're actually in the position to do some different things with the facility moving forward, hopefully. So continue to pray for me, continue to pray for everyone that enters my facility, and just continue praying for just those less fortunate in this world, because there's so many people out there that are battling things that you wouldn't even have the strength to even think about dealing with. So when you're faced with something that you feel like is so hard and that you can't do it, just think about those people who are battling things that are 100 times worse than you. So love one another, pray to God, thank God, just continue to be blessed, be victorious, and I hope everyone you have a wonderful, victorious day.